Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Monday, the 20th of December, 2021, and we're producing our regular morning update, providing prices, news, and economic data to be announced. Today, we see Asia and European equity markets down around 2%, as we see reports of vastly spreading Omicron coronavirus inserting fear into our global economy. So let's take a look. Welcome to Illuminati Silver. It's Monday, the 20th of December, 2021 at 10:16 in the morning. The weather today is parlous. P-A-R-L-O-U-S. It's dangerous. There's an expectation in the air of some not very nice things to come. And this we see as the main headline of Bloomberg. European stocks slump on lockdown risks from Omicron's spread. Indeed, Omicron is proving to be parlous to the global economic recovery. Let's take a quick look. European stocks dropped the most in 3 weeks as investors fretted over the risk of lockdowns and travel restrictions as the Omicron coronavirus variant continued spreading. The Stoxx Europe 600 fell as much as 2.6% before trading 1.7% lower by 10:06 in London. Travel and leisure stocks were especially under pressure, while miners and energy underperformed with commodities. Then we see this headline. Dated yesterday but updated early this morning, energy prices soar in Europe as deep freeze arrives this week. And this is in spite of crude oil prices falling. Let's look. Europe is bracing for energy shortages as freezing weather sets in, boosting demand and sending prices surging at a time supply just cannot keep up. Temperatures are forecast to fall below 0 degrees Celsius in several European capitals this week, straining electricity grids already coping with low wind speeds and severe nuclear outages in France. To make matters worse, Russia intends to keep natural gas flows through a major transit route to Germany limited on Monday after capping supplies over the weekend. Energy prices have spiraled out of control this year, with European gas prices surging some 600%. At Reuters, we can see another parlous state. After inflation, a bond supply shock may be next for markets. Central banks, the developed world's most reliable group of bond buyers, could slash debt purchases next year by as much as $2 trillion across the 4 big advanced economies, implying a potentially hefty rise in many governments' borrowing costs. For years, but particularly since the COVID-19 pandemic erupted in March 2020, central banks have effectively backstopped government spending, mopping up a significant proportion of the debt hitting markets and preventing yields from rising too high. But if central banks set a schedule for unwinding pandemic-era stimulus, a dearth of highly rated bonds, especially in Europe, may turn into an excess. JP Morgan estimates central bank bond buying demand across the United States, Britain, Japan, and the Eurozone will drop by $2 trillion in 2022, following a $1.7 trillion reduction this year. BBC focusing on the announcement made by the British government about some of the infringements that it's going to adopt over the Christmas or just after the Christmas period, and some of its recommendations because of the spread of Omicron. Pubs and restaurants call for urgent help. Hospitality firms say action is needed in the next 24 hours as they struggle with the Omicron impact. UK shoppers avoid high streets amid Omicron fears. Alarm at prospect of more COVID measures. US and Canada. Christmas travel will spread Omicron, warns Fauci. Senator vows to sink key Biden social spending plan. This is Democrat Joe Manchin. Not looking good. over our Christmas period. However, the dollar has strengthened slightly this morning and currently stands at 96.59. That's the dollar index. It's up 0.02. Energy prices, well, strictly speaking, we're talking about crude prices here for us. We can see WTI crude is down $2 and it's fallen below $70 at 68.07, and Brent crude down $2.50 at 71.01. Equity markets, we know from our weekly update what happened to America on Friday, broadly down between 1 and 1.5%. Asia Pacific overnight, 2% down almost across the board. And Europe, a very similar position. So equities taking a hit this morning. Economic data to be announced. For those who've listened to our weekly update will be aware that all that we basically have coming out of the US this morning are leading economic indicators, and tomorrow the current account deficit. It's essentially going to be the consumer confidence index on Wednesday, and then a raft of data on Thursday that's going to attract most attention. Gold prices, I have to refresh the page, up just 66 cents at $1,799.56. Look how close it is to that 1800. Silver prices this morning. Currently up, 3 cents at $22.41. Where are they going to go today? Well, for those who've listened to our update on the weekend, we produced 3 videos. Our Gold and Silver Weekly Update, which was published on Saturday. Gold and Silver Update and Forecast for this week, which was produced yesterday. And our Gold and Silver Price Forecast to end 2021, which was also published yesterday. And this will tell us where we think prices are going to go for the rest of the year. So please, if you haven't already done so, tune into those, and we've placed links below. Before we go, a quick look at the cryptocurrency markets, and we can see that even cryptos too are down this morning, which is inevitable in view of what's happening to equities. And we pointed out in our video yesterday, whichever direction equities go in, broadly speaking, so will cryptos. And the crypto market is down 2.23% over the last 24 hours, with the market cap still holding, though, above $2 trillion. And Bitcoin now struggling to hang on to $46,000. And for those interested, Melania Trump has created an NFT, a non-fungible token, for those into that sort of thing. Thank you so much for listening. Please have a great day, everyone. Let's hope it's not parlous for you. Please, if you haven't done so, do subscribe to our channel. We will be producing over the Christmas period and into the new year our forecast for 2022 and a review of what happened in 2021. Give us a thumbs up and press that bell sign so that you are notified of our videos. We are very conscious that many of our subscribers are not getting notifications. That's why that bell sign needs to be pressed. Thank you. Until tomorrow. Illuminati silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.